We are live coming to you Friday night in a chilly office for another one of our weekly affordable group breaks, August the 11th edition. And if you were with us last week, we're fast forwarding the calendar ahead from 1996 to 2023. Did 96 Finest Series 2 last week, and keeping with the shiny theme, but jumping to more of a current set to break tonight. Good evening, Joseph. We got John and Hal all in the house, or at least for a moment for them to drop by the chat. We will get this rolling in just another minute or two. Good evening, Ben. Get this rolling here in just a minute. This box was much bigger than I anticipated when it finally came in the mail this week. But looking forward to it. If you weren't aware, I'm trying to make sure to include checklists on the sign-up post so you can easily click on the team that you're thinking you want to claim. That way you can see a checklist. Because especially with this, if Panini lost their Players Association license. So their 2023 product is a little different than their past stuff. Now it is full of Hall of Famers and prospects. Thank you, Joseph. I wasn't worried. I knew you'd come through. So, the checklists are a little different. They have different players than what you would normally find on a 2023 checklist. So, hopefully everybody kept that in mind when you claimed your team. But thank you guys for helping fill out the break again. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I thought the checklist was pretty robust for certain teams, whereas other teams was a little lighter. But Baltimore, for example, you've got Ripken, and then you've got Jackson Holiday. You've got, a little bit of the past and the future. I know the Braves were pretty well stacked in here. Of course, the Reds have Dela Cruz. But yeah. Good evening, Rick. So, but with that in mind, we will go ahead and get started. Hope everybody has some fun weekend plans in place. That's right, Pudge. I don't like it when every set has Hall of Famers mixed in with the cards, because I feel it takes away from some of the everyday players. But since the everyday players can't be in this set, I'm okay with the inclusion of the older guys. It's what I grew up on anyhow. All right, so the packs are in a tray presentation. All right. I've got my list here for everybody. So good luck. 12 packs, 12 cards per pack, 3 autographs are what we are supposed to find. So we will see what that looks like. Just trying to make sure I don't get too much of a glare. It's a little bit better. All righty, let's get started. All right. I'm only familiar with this design thanks to Prism Wrestling. Yeah, I noticed that, Joseph, about Witt Jr. being in the set. It is kind of a head scratcher. So first up for the Pittsburgh Pirates, we have Nick Gonzalez, Kyle Harrison for the Giants, Noah Schultz for the White Sox, John Smoltz for the Braves, Pat Gillick, Blue Jays, a GM card, Johnny Pesky for the Red Sox, Willie Mays, Giants, Gavin Cross, KC. Got to see him play down in Columbia, South Carolina. There you go, Joseph. You asked for an Ichiro, and there we go, first pack. And of course, with Prism, you're going to get lots of color. And we've got a blue Prism of Dalton Rushing for the Dodgers. So that is Rick, if I'm not mistaken. And that is number 40 of 149. We have a Cracked Ice Warming Bernabel for Colorado. Our normal Colorado guys set this one out. So that goes to Joseph. And we have a Pot of Gold Pudge. Like it might be miscut a little bit, but there you go. They're not tiered this year. I don't know if I knew that. So thanks for sharing that. All righty. Keep trend going. Pack number 2. For the Twins, we have Division de los Santos for Arizona. We have Barry Larkin for the Reds. Alan Trammell, Tigers. Torrey Hunter for the Twins. Willie Stargell, Pittsburgh. We have Mike Piazza for the Mets. Elijah Green for the Nats. Owen Murphy for the Braves. And we have a red Prism, Colton Montgomery. Chicago, I think that's Cubs. Could be wrong. I'll have to look it up. Might be White Sox. This one is 18 of 199. So the Reds are 1 to 199. And then do not know off the top of my head what this parallel is called. It's pretty cool. It was, I guess, a Pulsar, I think is maybe what they're called. Tony La Russa for Oakland. Those are not numbered. And then we've got a prismatic Jordan Lawler for the Diamondbacks. Yeah, White Sox. That's after I started looking at it a little bit more. That's kind of the conclusion I came to as well. All righty, Sterling Thompson for the Rockies. We have Junior Caminero for Tampa Bay. The Sandman for the Yankees. Excuse me. Cecil Fielder, Detroit. Greg Maddux for the Braves. Chipper Jones for the Braves. All right, we're on a roll here. Robin Yount for the Brewers. James Wood for the Nats. Randy Johnson for the Mariners. Catfish Hunter for Oakland. And we've got a second to none. This should be a Prizm parallel, which it is. And then we have a future supers, Francisco Alvarez for the Mets. Ben says his dating profile makes me feel like a catfish hunter. Okie dokie. All right, next up for Baltimore, we have Kobe Mayo. We have Tink Hintz for the Cardinals. Averson Arteaga, Giants. Hans Lobert, Reds. Eddie Matthews, Braves. Dick Williams for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Rafael Furcal, LA Dodgers. Drew Gilbert, the Astros. Gabriel Gonzalez for the Mariners. We have a silver Prizm, Quinn Priester for the Bucks. And we have a red wave, Luke Gold for Detroit, not numbered. And then a second to none Wade Boggs. All right, next up, Jim Gilliam for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Dalton Rushing, LA Dodgers. Harry Walker, Cardinals. Jim Edmonds, Cardinals. Nomar Garciaparra for the Red Sox. Omar Vizquel for the Indians. Jim Thome, Padres, Phillies. Walter Ford for Seattle. We have, nice, a silver Prizm Jackson Holiday for Baltimore. And we have a gold or orange, I'm not sure which. 12 of 50. Kobe Mayo for Baltimore, 12 of 50. Someone can look that up based on the numbering. And I'm guessing if it's to 50, it's probably orange. And then the golds usually are to 10. We have I think these are the Hyper Prizms, Jacob Mizorowski for Milwaukee. And Prismatic Tamar All right. Yeah, Tamar Johnson. Gold vinyls are 1-to-1. Gotcha. All righty, we still are looking for our first auto of the night. Who will be the lucky recipient? All right, next pack starts off with Oscar Colas for the White Sox, Miguel Blees, Red Sox, Tucker Toman, Blue Jays, Robbie Snelling, Padres, Joe Carter for the Blue Jays, Justin Morneau for Minnesota, Bobby Dorr, Red Sox, Luke Gold, Detroit, Daniel Susac for the A's, and we've got a blue Juan Gonzalez for Texas. $45/149. We've got a cracked ice Tom Seaver for the Mets, and a fireworks Frank Thomas for the White Sox. Someone pulled an Alan Trammell gold vinyl at your LCS. All right, next up, Drew Thorpe for the Yankees. Kirby Puckett for the Twins. Brandon Fott. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. For the Diamondbacks, Mike Mussina, Baltimore. David Wells, Toronto. Ryan Zimmerman for the Nats. Adam Collier, Reds. Christian Vaquero for the Nats. Jackson Jobe, Detroit. Pete Rose, Cincinnati. Pot of gold, Chipper. And our first auto is a cracked ice signatures, Curtis Mead, Tampa Bay. Joseph, that is all you, buddy. Hopefully he'll turn out to be a decent player. Yeah, sometimes you guys that choose to close out the break, you get rewarded with some of the nicer cards. Next up, we are 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 packs left after this one. So just past the halfway mark. Carlton Fisk for Boston. Connor Norby, Baltimore. Jordan Walker for the Cardinals. Brooks Robinson for Baltimore. Dave Bancroft for Philly. Mario Soto for the Reds. Luis Aparicio, White Sox. Jeff Bagwell for the Astros. And we got a Prism, Eddie Matthews. I'll take that. Thank you very much. We have a red Aaron Zavala for Texas. Texas's second, I believe, colored parallel, 36 of 199. And we've got a hyper Warren Spawn for Braves. Thank you, thank you. And a future supers Zach Veen for the Rockies. Nick York for Boston. Brandon Barrera, Blue Jays. Buster Posey, Giants. Jordan Lawler, Arizona. Bobby Witt Jr. For KC. It depicts him as a rookie, but this being a 2023 product, that's not really the case. Fergie Jenkins, Cubs. Raleigh Fingers, A's. Pete Crow Armstrong, Cubs. Evan Carter, Texas. Lou Brock, Cardinals. And we got another auto, and it's Tampa Bay again. A signature is Kyle Manzardo. Not a parallel, just a regular version. And behind that is a future supers Tomoyuki Sugano for the Japanese team, Yomiuri. So probably have to just random that between all the participants tonight, since that's not a didn't have a slot for that. Two autos to Tampa Bay. 3 packs to go. One final auto to find. Start off with Grant McCray for the Giants. Brian Ramos, White Sox. We have Cedane Rafaela, Boston. Andre Dawson, Montreal Expos. Is that pronounced Henny? Grawl for the Reds. Fred Lynn for Boston. Eric Chavez for the A's. Robert Hassel, Nats. AJ Smith-Shawver for the Braves. Hunter Brown for Houston. Looks like we got our auto in this pack. Before we get there, we have a prismatic Masataka Yoshida for Boston. And a potential penmanship, Grayson Rodriguez for Baltimore. So we did not hit a Hall of Famer auto. But hey, it's all right. See some color in this one. Samuel Zavala for the Padres. Roderick Arias, Yankees. Goose Goslin for Washington. Willie McCovey, Giants. Warren Spahn, Braves. Carlos Baerga for the Indians. Cole Young, Seattle. Peyton Graham for the Tigers. Zach Geloff, Oakland. And we've got a green. I think these have been called Scope before. I don't know if that's what they are called this go around, but it is number 41 of 75. Buster Posey for the Giants. Who had the Giants this week? Johnny Watt. And then we've got a Pulsar Curtis Mead for Tampa. And a second to none Greg Maddux for the Braves. And we have one final pack. Jones for Arizona. Sandberg for the Cubs. Colton Cowser, Baltimore. Pedro Martinez for the Red Sox. Tom Seaver, Mets. Harold Baines for the White Sox. Jim Rice, Red Sox. Nolvi Marte, Reds. Jacob Berry for the Fish. We have a silver prism of Diego Cartaya for the Dodgers. We have a red wave or ruby wave, I'm not sure. Hans Lobert for the Reds. Yeah, those are not numbered. And then a Mark McGwire Fireworks to finish off the box. So there we go, guys. Got lots of cards spread out here on the mat. We got a decent size stack base. Three hits tonight. Grayson Rodriguez. And then two for Tampa, Kyle Manzardo and a Curtis Mead. Cracked ice are the hits. The numbered, we have the Buster Posey out of 75. Kobe Mayo out of 50. We have Aaron Zavala out of 199 and Colson Montgomery. And then the Blues, we had a Juan Gonzalez and Dalton Rushing. These are out of 149. Did get a parallel of an insert. We have the Prizm second to none Willie Stargell. We had a couple of other parallels that are unnumbered. So let me pull these out. So we had the Ruby Wave or Red Wave, Hans Lobert and Luke Gold. Cracked Ice, Tom Seaver and Warming Bernabel. Pulsar, LaRussa, and Curtis Mead. The Hyper of Warren Spahn and Jacob Mizorowski. And then the regular silver prisms, Priester, Holiday, Eddie Matthews, and Diego Cartaya. And then of the inserts included Prismatic. We have Jordan Lawler, Masataka Yoshida, and Tamar Johnson. Pot of Gold, two goodies. We have Pudge and Chipper. Second to None, Wade Boggs and Greg Maddux. Future Supers, Francisco Alvarez, Sugano, and Zach Fiend. And Fireworks, Thomas and McGuire. And that is it, guys. Did not take that long. I will get to scanning these. I realize I did not do a recap post last week. I do apologize, but there wasn't really a whole lot to go back over. It was a fun box, but nothing earth shattering. But I will work on getting some of these scans. Of course, I like to update the trading card database website with as many scans as I can to help fill their checklist out. But all right, so as par for the course, let's talk about next week. Do y'all want to stick with new and shiny, or do you want to go back old school again? Do you want to go back and do? We have that Skybox Thunder box. We have a Score private stock the Hobby Reserve. Excuse me, got the Score Hobby Reserve, or do you want to do new again? I'm leaning towards new because this just came out this week. I've seen it at local retail. I've not picked any up because I knew I had this stuff coming. So I'm thinking we do these next week. I've got, and it's still crazy that we had 2022 product coming out in August, but we've got a Topps Chrome Platinum Light Box. These have 4 exclusive black and white mini diamond refractors. And then we also have a hobby box. So that one is guaranteed a autograph card. And we're going to do this as one break. I'm not going to split these up. We're going to double our pleasure. This will be one break. At least that was my initial thought. One break. I guess if there's enough interest to do them separately, we could. But Joseph said, let's do old school Thunder, and then new the following week. If it's Chrome Platinum, then new. So this is what we got. It just came out. I got this yesterday, I think. So I'm leaning towards doing this because it's hot off the presses. And more than likely, I'm going to go ahead and do both boxes, the light box and the hobby box. I think it'll give people a big, hopefully a good bang for their buck. Of course, I will keep it as low as possible, but that's what we have on tap. And then I think we'll go back old school for the next couple of weeks. So I will work on sign up post. This sign up post may not go live until Monday, but I will try to update the Facebook group on that. But that's it, guys. That is it. If you are looking at having your stuff shipped, if you're not interested in the Chrome Platinum and you're ready to go, just let me know. Rick, I know you reached out to me ahead of time and said I'm wrapping things up. If that is the case, or if you're ready, Rick, let me know. If you're still watching, looks like your power did go out. But yeah, just let me know if you are ready to have your stuff shipped. But otherwise, thank you again for another fun week. And I didn't open any of this stuff last year. I looked at a lot of it, but I never pulled the trigger on any of the parallels or any Braves for that matter. But I'm kind of looking forward to this. So check back, watch the Facebook group over the weekend. I'll make an announcement whether the signups will go up Sunday night or Monday night. It just really kind of depends on how my weekend goes and do I have time to get everything prepared because I'm a little behind on sorting. I got that huge stack of OPG that I still need to sort for everybody. I've been kind of dragging my feet there. But anyhow, enough rambling. You guys have a fantastic weekend no matter what you end up doing. And we will catch you back here next Friday night for some 2022 Topps Chrome Platinum. You guys have a fantastic weekend.